Let's do this one. The Little Oceanid. Welcome Genshin F2Ps and Swipeys back to the channel. Today we are playing through FURINA'S story quest. We actually just finished the 4.2 Archon quest and that had so many lore bombs. I am so freaking excited today, as you can see FURINA is as well, to play through FURINA'S story quest. Let's get her done, baby. Heck yeah. Stop. Before you continue, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and we do have a giveaway that is going to happen on November the 24th. Now, you're going to use that code word during our Twitch live stream, and you'll be entered into a raffle for a $50 Genesis Crystal. Now, on with the video.
Hey Catherine, it's us. Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps?
The more lucrative, the better.
You know we're worth it. For quality work and speedy results, choose Paimon and the Traveler.
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again. Looking for the next challenge, I see.
Uh-huh.
Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
Is it helping out FURINA?
Don't worry about that. We were just kidding. So what's the situation?
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. The original cast member ran into some issues and is currently unable to perform the role. The troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties, so unfortunately they cannot afford
to pay the replacement.
That does sound like a tricky situation. So basically they're looking for a volunteer?
Who's better to replace an actress went with the actress. Just let FURINA do it.
Our adventurers reached out to many actresses. There are only a few days left and—
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy.
Any ideas?
Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring in musicals.
Oh, it's a musical. Oh, I see.
if you're
Why not start with having a chat with the requester?
Maybe you can't fill the role yourselves, but you might be able to help him figure out another solution.
Oh, he looks so sad. Guys, we gotta go help him.
It's that guy, huh?
We'll go talk to him. Let's go give him a chat. Let's give him the shakedown. A good old Traveler and Paimon shakedown.
Wait, I know you two.
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous and fun. But to answer your question...
Neither of us has experience.
Ah, I see. It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot. If we can't find someone to step in...
We'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It'd be such a shame.
All our sets and props are very crude. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently.
Okay. You're splitting up the troupe?
I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild...
Yeah, this is supposed to be our final show together. Aww.
Nobody wants things to just...
Right. But you need a replacement for the main lead actress. Interesting.
And unfortunately, it flared up again recently. The show just won't be the same without her.
But for everyone else's sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance.
We have a clearer picture now. What if we sponsored the show?
Please, there's no need to go that far.
I feel right asking a huge favor. I can't promise we'll be able to pay you back.
I can't promise.
Yeah, but what the hell are we gonna do?
Back.
More isn't the biggest problem. It's just finding someone to do it.
We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible. Oh, wait! What about...
You know who?
That's how you know we're the best of partners. She's really good at performing, and she was once super popular with the crowd.
I think she's still pretty popular, but who knows?
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous.
I think this is someone that is the famous.
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon...
You're not wrong there.
She's actually performed in a number of big name shows.
Before.
Oh.
She's no longer the Hydro Archon. It's not like she's suddenly a commoner. She's still many people in Fontaine. Well, yes.
We'll see. Also, Riley, Tom, great to have you guys. This is the FURINA story quest, yes.
Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested.
No point in stressing about that.
There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty.
Thank you for your help. I guess I'll just...
Wait, where does Farina actually live nowadays? She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but she's, moved out, right?
Yes?
I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
Huh? Oh, she just lives in some random rinky-dink house?
I came over when things were starting to sound more promising. It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I can.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find Farina.
Back in a jiffy. The Little Oceanid.
Did Catherine really give us the right address? She lived... Not that there's anything wrong with this place, it's just, a bit of a step down from the Palais Mermonia.
You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't in earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
Whoa. Why does she just like, it's like her voice when she's not like, you know what I mean? Is so interesting.
Okay, when did popping out of thin air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags. I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food.
Now I'm finding that simple traditional home cooking can be quite delicious.
Traditional home cooking can be quite delicious.
Timer's still on the screen? Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Don't you ever get sick of macaroni every day?
Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
It's because you have to do all your own cooking now.
How rude. Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity.
Wow. Like you can tell the actual change in tone. Like this is now the new Furina, right? Not the Furina that has to put on that pompous persona.
It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too.
Yo, what's up, Sky? Probably just Furina. Unless you have a lack of dendro, then maybe Baiju could be a good pick for you.
Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre faucilor or blubber profiteroles in no time, if I felt so inclined.
I mean, you have forever. When you think about it, she does have forever to master them, so...
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace. Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoo!
Very cute. Shoo shoo. Get out of here. Shoo shoo.
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't be mad! Yeah, exactly! What the traveler said!
Paimon wasn't trying to make fun.
Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either!
We actually came here to ask for your help.
My help? Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon.
She's not a god.
It's nothing that serious. It's just very specific.
She's not a god anymore.
You're the one with the power to help!
If you not, if the can't read. If not you, then no one.
Well, if that's the case, so tell me, what specifically makes this matter so specific? I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense. After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine. First in all the various performing arts. But
Coping like a college student makes food? That is exactly...
I'm afraid I must regretfully.
Oh, not the college student, bro. Those were times.
Sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
Those were times.
True, but I have made a decision to retire from the stage. Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon.
The time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me.
Centuries of pretending to be a different person.
I'm not the same person I once was.
Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again. At least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
So that's how you really feel.
Paimon can understand, but this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick.
Surely that's okay.
It's a one-off or not. It's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross.
That's fair. Hey, a person who understands and doesn't cross their boundaries, respectable.
If I make an exception to the rule now,
And last week, exactly, Twig, exactly.
more for myself, which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place. So I'm not going to perform.
And that is that.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe?
Otherwise, they'll just have to disband.
Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Nope.
Short to the point.
I've
How about
never
Navia?
been great at maintaining relationships. Besides, anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me.
Oh?
Since I'm just an ordinary person now.
Probably just laugh in my face if I go ask them for help.
Laugh in my face
Oh.
if I go asking them for help.
This is so sad, man. Like, now that she's just a normal human, right? It speaks to, you know, societal standards, right? And what it means to be worth something, you know? Because the only reason why Furina was so sought after was because of her position of power, right? And her influence. Now that she has zero of that, what do people have to gain from their relationship with Furina? Not much.
True, but I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for their help with a show they won't even get paid for? Ooh, no way. I'm dying from embarrassment just thinking about it. Nope, not happening.
Well, is there anything else we can do?
This performance really means a lot.
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would.
All right, all right.
Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
It's all right, Furina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything.
Everyone in the troop will be so disappointed.
Yeah, I guess that...
Yeah, we do need Plan B.
To you, too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
All right. That was a really cool interaction, though. I really enjoyed how Emily Connors like presented Furina in that case. You know, this new Furina. I do find it very more complex of a character, right?
memories now.
All right, who's this guy? Oh, we found our person, maybe.
Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent?
Huh?
When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
Aren't you sick or something?
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs.
You never tell us about your illness.
Your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
Oh my goodness.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Oh, so she wasn't technically sick yet, but if she were to continue on. Oh, I see.
Shortly after you left, the troupe's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform. Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Interesting.
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding.
Sadly, it's a no from her.
We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it.
I see. Well, you see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all.
Staging the musical with full original cast was always the dream.
Always the dream, of course.
Oh, right. Sounds like everything worked itself out then.
Alright, story quest over, baby. Let's go home.
Livid.
Jeez, is Lady Furina really so harsh with people?
Only joking. Calm down. Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission,
We're still racking our brains for that idea on our way back.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. You've made yourself very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement. This is the last chance we have, though.
If your aliens flares up again, there won't be time to find anybody to replace
There won't
you.
be time to find anyone to replace us, so
Um,
are you absolutely sure you'll
the whole
be
team
able
is
to
putting
handle it?
everything they have into this
The whole
final
team is
performance.
putting
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I'll definitely be able to tough it out until the performance day.
New medication, you say? I'm not too sure about that one, Chief.
I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe. Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home.
You're right.
all's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on.
Yep. Hi, Mom. Wait here a second.
Sure.
Ha!
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping
She
list.
couldn't stay away. She couldn't stay away.
All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me. Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
There she goes back into her Focalor persona.
Farina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What?
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, but when you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things. And all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down. I'm sorry, Paimon.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
Why didn't you just show yourself?
Really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you? I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. But
Aw.
in any case, it sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Yeah.
Instead of asking for your help, I almost had a heart attack.
I almost had a heart attack.
There's no need to think like that, and no need to keep addressing me as lady. Just Furina is fine.
She is very ladylike. Lady Furina.
I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you,
Why does it have to
if the
disband?
difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution.
You could put on the show on pause while you look for a sponsor.
Everyone seems so devoted.
Yeah, exactly.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control.
Like you being sick. Huh?
Everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director.
Oh,
She
the
was the heart and
director.
soul of our troupe. She kept us going.
Okay. Yeah, when you lose the head of the snake, it's very difficult to...
Her name was O'Reilly, and she
To
was the
make up
founder
for it.
as well as the artistic director of our troupe.
She was a victim in the serial
Was a victim.
No way! Bro, that's disgusting. That dude, I forgot his name. Fucking disgusting.
What?
That's actually how I recognize these two.
It's thanks to their effort that the true culprit was revealed.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Furina. They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who
Oh.
were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life.
And convinced them to join the troupe.
People loved our performances back then.
And then disaster struck.
Yeah.
After that, the entire troupe fell into
None of us know
disarray.
anything. It's agonizing.
Oh.
Whoa.
I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show,
Besides being your farewell, is also your final
Yes,
gift to her.
exactly. We all miss her terribly.
Well, good thing I followed the traveler here.
I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set.
Oh, she could be the director, maybe.
Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway. I can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member. But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though.
I don't need any compensation.
All asking for your return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and the work of your late director.
Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the opera Epicles is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe
Things
from on high.
from on high. True. Also, why is it dark? Please turn back. I can't see. Please turn back light.
What about all the unresolved emotions?
A verdict can bring emotional catharsis. They come pouring out and flow away into infinity. Okay, well, that's a little dramatic.
An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion.
Her voice sounds strained and tired. I wouldn't say strained and tired was the emotion that they were going for. I feel like it's more... I can see the tired though. Maybe not strained, but I definitely understand tired as like within the undertones of her voice for sure. But I find it to be a lot more, you know, throughout the Archon quest, 4.2 Archon quest, we got to hear more of the not as like for like Furina, and we got to hear more of like Amberly Connor's like genuine voice. So like honestly, this is a lot closer to her natural voice than that of the original, like, you know, Archon Furina Fossilor voice. And you can tell that there's a lot more, even though it's down in tone, you can tell that there's so much more emotion within the influx of the voice now versus the original more, you know, theatrical voice.
Take, for example, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before, and so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Aunt. Oh my god, dude. Of course, you have to be here for the Furina story quest. Also, hi Sapphire, you still say 4 console bundle giveaway over here? Yeah, we're still doing it technically. Also, hi Kotoki, welcome in. I don't believe we have any mods unless they're lurky turkey, but if any mods could help us out, maybe shout out Kotoki Ro. How have we been? Hello, hello. Just want to get back into the action.
No, this is a completely different situation.
Thank you, Lily.
Before swine.
Pearls before swine. Is that a saying? Mods are being turkey. I understand that a lot of, you know, the folks that are watching are lurking. So, yeah, that's okay. It's all G.
Join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to
listen to a story.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan.
Josh, I just got to the concert bundles. If you want to take... wait, so you can take me off the list? Oh, really?
All right.
Huh.
Follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space.
Well, I'll message you on Discord later about it.
It's a little on the smaller side.
I want to eat something. What's for lunch? Kotoki, what's for lunch? I ate tempura udon. Yummers. And then I went to the market and I got myself some spicy mayo tuna sashimi. Yummy. What this game even? Labadoo. This is Roblox. This is like a mod of Roblox. Yeah. You can just look it up for yourself.
What's the need for
Barood?
Renna to be here?
Hello, all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Lady Miss Furina will be supporting our production of The Little Oceanid in the role of artistic consultant.
Wow, the artistic consultant. Wow.
These two over here are the ones that made it possible. They kindly reached out to Miss Furina on our behalf. You bet that was the trial of the century.
Huh.
Helped bring our director's
Sashimi? Yeah.
Can't thank you enough.
So that's gonna be my dinner after I complete this quest.
So you were saying the Little Oceanid?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of her
Unfinished
greatest regrets is
script?
that she never got
Then
to
how the hell are you gonna play
So,
it?
if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show,
We can all take some solace.
But if it's not finished,
Finding an actress was the least of your problems.
We've been battling issues on every front, trying to realize this dream.
Let me give you a quick summary of what the story's
protagonist
about.
of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family.
Wow, that doesn't sound like any story we haven't heard before. Very original. It's pronounced Oceanid or Oceanid. Either or doesn't really matter.
She longed to live just like any other human.
And sure enough, she found friendship,
Sure
even
enough,
love.
But one day, her true identity was exposed.
so far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after that?
that's one of the issues we've
We've been trying to deal with.
Unfortunately,
Huh?
this was as far as the director got with her script.
So, okay. Why don't you just make it really vanilla and just be like, oh wow, throughout strife, they were able to the star-crossed lovers. You know, the star-crossed lovers could reunite one last time before they had to part forever. And in their longing, you know, they were able to meet again once in a blue moon or some shit like that. I don't know.
Proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage.
All I'm thinking of is the folk tale of Chang'e. If you guys know the folk tale of Chang'e and Hui, it's a Chinese folk tale, which is not French, but it's a Chinese folk tale of two star-crossed lovers, and one turned into the moon, and only after like every like 100 years or something are they able to like meet together, these star-crossed lovers, through a bridge that forms from Earth to Moon, which is
still haven't
weird,
decided
but
between
I mean,
a happy
hey.
ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah. Like
Truth
they
is stranger
said,
than
but
fiction.
Then there's the question of whether we really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
Oh.
A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment.
You have to consider their emotional stake in this, not just our own.
And one last thing. The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover.
He locked himself away to focus on writing and then for the script.
But the deadline's passed, and the other is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist.
Villemont! Oh, oui, oui, baguette!
He did write to us, promising.
Huh. Although,
What opportunity?
Bart, your
maybe
name
you're
has
aware
always been like a rallying
that
cry for us.
Your name?
Our director was constantly singing your praises.
All of us look up to you as a role model.
Oh, stop. You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way. I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet
Is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go on ahead, considering all the issues.
One by one,
All the obstacles are being removed now that there's a driving force that is Furina.
Priority number. He went back to Poisson a few days.
I thought the
Poisson, everybody's fucking drowning in Poisson. Bro, they're all drowning in the cocoa
nothing.
of the bathwater.
So, allons-y. To Poisson.
Allons-y. Allons-y to Poisson. Oh. All right. Boggers. I forgot. I am not. Damn it. Every time I'm like, oh, I would like the Wanderer. Just press E and I can fly around. I heard you can get stuck in here. I gotta find it. It's like one of these planks you can get stuck in. Yeah. Whee! Oh. Uh-oh. All right.
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
All right, Lowick.
Who is it?
It's me. Is the script ready?
You came all the way here for that?
All right. Forget that for now. Just come on out. We've got some great news.
Some great news.
Try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm
Just wrapping up this last part of the script. It'll be...
I'll be out once I'm done.
Huh?
Okay then. Looking forward to your masterpiece.
No, you should have told them.
As expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show.
Yeah, one of the most important part of the show is that you don't even know what the show is about. Huh? Does that make any sense, chat? Am I stupid? Am I stupid? Okay, maybe not. Okay, a show's worth is just not just how it ends and how it lands on its feet, but it's also like the flips and the turn that you take to, you know, land the cartwheel or whatever. I'm using like a, you know, gymnastics metaphor, but you don't even know what direction the story takes. How are you supposed to know if it's good or not? Hello?
Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through
And make sure we agreed on it.
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but sure enough, here you are.
Hello.
I was wondering if we might run into her.
So you're here for Paolo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful.
Get over here, you!
How oblivious are you?
Damn, they can't even look each other in the eye. Damn, look at how Navia and Furina are positioned. They can't even look at each other. Because there's like that mutual, you know, understanding of what transpired in Poisson. And they haven't had an opportunity to reconcile that within themselves.
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry to hear that. I wish there was something I could do.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet? We all have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do. And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
True.
Thank you for your words of comfort. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
It's okay. These things take time.
True.
Brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe. To avoid upsetting the peace,
And to the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe.
member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Furina.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Actress, of course.
It's not a perfect solution, but
That's so thoughtful of you.
well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all.
And the greatest goddamn American I ever know. That's right. Yes, sir. If you know, you know. Navi is the goddamn greatest American that ever lived this west of the Mississippi.
Anyway, look after her now.
Off we go then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with.
So maybe she's right.
Maybe she's...
Do 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 do. Hello, actress Furina. They're all looking at her.
I'm so grateful that Miss Nafia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her. It's always easiest to just run away from your problems.
But that never fixes anything.
So that's why you were nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Oh.
I'd be lying. Still, I felt it was something I had to do.
As I said before, I want to see for myself the things I can never, things I can never could in the past.
People here could find it. Yeah, I can tell people are watching me. I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people.
Especially when they had suspicious or resentment in their eye.
I guess...
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of it.
What do you mean by...
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
Probably time we made a move.
Yep. Let's get out of here.
How about we check out Spina di Rasula's ship?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's just get out of here. Those people are gonna JJK jump us. Oh. I swear, guys, I swear. All right, is this the way to go? Right. Okay.
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
True.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company. I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be.
I think this is a great quest already, as it forces Furina to, you know, confront those pain points, right? And to see her progression through that. That's the whole point of a character story quest, right?
One after another, people were taken by the water.
I wonder what would happen if you started Furina's story quest before the Archon quest. Did people do that? I wonder how confused would you be? How confused would you be if you started the story quest before the 4.2 Archon? They won't allow you to? Wait, really? Actually, they don't allow you to? Interesting.
Floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
Alright.
You shouldn't look at it like that.
You're only doing your duty.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth.
As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear.
Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my
Ah, right. Because at some point, it drags so far along.
on my throne.
Damn. Yeah, 500 years is a long fucking time. I don't care if you're, you know, I don't care if you're an elf. I don't care if you're a god. 500 years, a lot of stuff happens in 500 years over that many generations. Like, time is time still, you know? So that's a long time to be putting up a facade.
Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst case scenario. Then everyone rose to their responsibilities.
And I finally regained my freedom.
I would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
Reward?
Because now you can finally speak your heart.
So Back then,
I didn't even dare to
really
dream
cared
about having
to
someone to
do.
confide
I was
in.
scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was.
Exposing the secret I swore to
Exposing
protect.
the secret I swore to protect.
Right, remember, because the whole point of her keeping the secret was so that they could keep the secret from the gazing eyes of the heavenly principles and, you know, and the people looking down from Celestia.
Believe in the Furina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. No one could be allowed to know. That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
Well, yeah, that's exactly it. Because it's not that she isn't good. It's just that because of the facade, she couldn't truly make a real connection, right? She had to make a connection as Focalors, not as Furina.
That's where you... Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same.
You feel better having gotten all this off your chest?
I do. I want at least the choice is in my hands.
Right.
Sure. Okay, let's hit.
Ooh. Alright, let's find Bao. I hope he didn't run away. I swear to God if he ran away.
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down copious quantities of fish and chips, you know?
Bro!
Come on. It's not every day you get to dine at Space's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? I'm not about to pass on free food.
Yeah, Navia is a little bit too generous sometimes.
Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good looking. That's your job.
Are you kidding me right now?
It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's
I've
yours.
spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
Oh no, looks like they're arguing again.
True, true.
We're back! Could you maybe put your differences aside for a moment?
Ah, you're back.
We enjoyed the VIP treatment.
Apollo's near.
Great! So you were discussing...
Me?
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he
Huh?
outgrew that role. The costume.
He outgrew it. Oh no.
Playing the boar instead.
Oh no, now now he plays a boar. Oh no. Honestly, he could be like the Baymax. You know the big tubby guy, the big tubby guy with the little arm cannon ones. He could be that guy.
The boar is not a bad character, actually.
He's the one who raises the little
The
Oceanid.
little Oceanid.
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines too.
When he imparts some words of wisdom to the
If you
Oceanid.
become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Wait, that sounds kind of familiar.
I wonder. Well, the problem is that Furina didn't have a choice.
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our
Allowing
troupe.
us to devote ourselves fully to performing.
After she...
You mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness.
And once my family found out I couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore. Yikes.
Until the director found me one day.
She told me that I had a great
She told me
voice.
She took me under her wing.
She sounds like a really incredible person.
She really was.
She gave everything she had to the troupe.
Everything she had to her troupe, and I was a lost child too. The other kids were always picking fights with me. One day, I got beaten up so bad.
I couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Yeah.
The day you hoped would never come. How times change.
Hey, Bao, hey, look to your right. Hey, doesn't that character seem familiar?
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss Furina.
Thinking about it, has Pao been in that hole the whole time? Because if so, you'd think that he would have gone struck by all the water that happened. Never mind.
Furina? The Furina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Please, the honor is all mine. Same here.
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I?
My boy's glazing. My boy's glazing, you know.
The script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script. I'm
Okay.
sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. She finds love and friendship in the bustling city.
Wow, that's
Is
cute.
that the people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it.
Investigate the
They
truth of the
investigate
matter.
of the matter together. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
Oh, that's interesting.
Consciousness?
I mean, the water's
The
sentient.
water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Yeah.
Oceanid is a water spirit. She immediately understands how the water is feeling.
She tells her lover about her true identity as well as the truth
True
behind the
identity. Lover
crisis.
accepts her for who she is and works with her to find a way to bring the water back.
Unbeknownst to them, there were some people who eavesdropping
The
when she
little
revealed the
Oceanid is
secret
accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away.
and faces the greatest dilemma.
Then,
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover,
And the rest
the rest
of humanity. Oh, an interesting take on it. I would have. It's kind of a similar concept to mine, but instead of like sacrificing herself, she has to bear a burden versus just like, you know, having one stroke and she's gone outright. I feel like having the burden placed upon her it adds a little bit more weight to the character. Well, I in a sense that, you know, sacrificing themselves is like the greatest burden you could have, but I don't know.
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
through her love for her human partner,
She was able to find an even
she was
greater
able to
love,
find an
one that
even
extends to
greater
all
love.
of humanity.
One
There's actually something else that bothers me. You
Sure.
know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become
Become a hero in our world.
If we're serious about...
Little Ocean is hounded to death by people who hate her. Her lover makes her secret never get out, and humanity continues down the path of
Her
extinction.
lover makes sure her secret never gets out,
Huh.
and humanity continues down the path to extinction.
That sounds like too cruel of an ending to me.
And perhaps a little
Perhaps
irresponsible.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director Aureli's death, both arbitrary and meaningless.
Damn, okay. You don't have to say it like that,
The
Chief.
day when she went missing, Director Aureli had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the rendezvous point.
But she never came. By the time we returned to the city, she disappeared without a trace.
The
The Gardemek looked for her,
but
she was nowhere to be
The
found.
director was the kindest soul in the world.
Dang.
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen?
Almost seemed like if she was moving you to
I've
safety.
been trying to follow up on that ever since.
Vilmont,
Okay.
the
One who's playing the role of the villain.
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief.
I think the director's death
The
hit him
direct
hardest of
grief.
all.
Guilt, more like. Also, I have a hard time imagining that anyone took it harder than me.
Okay, pal, we don't gotta play that game, Chief. We don't gotta play that game.
Speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply, madly in love with Aureli.
Oh my goodness! That's a slight twist. I was madly in love.
What?
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. we'll never be able to agree on the ending if we
We can't be honest.
I did tell her how I felt.
But she
once.
turned me down pretty much straight
She
away.
said that we were all like brothers and sisters.
She
to
never
her.
considered us as a
She knew
potential
at the time
romantic
that it
partner.
came as a shock. I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troop no longer required her constant attention.
Whoa.
Well, maybe then she could.
Reconsider what she wanted in her life. And that day never came. So,
So if I'm the one writing this,
and make sure it's done
make
right
sure it
by
goes right by
Aurelie.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Vilmont once and for all.
Face to face.
We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending.
Well, if that's where we're at,
Looks like it's go time to visit Vermont.
Funny you should ask, though.
It's time to go to Vermont Street.
Come on, everyone. Allons-y.
Where to go? This place? Where the hell is this? It's in the middle of nowhere.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying?
It's you guys.
Oh, hi, Hadden. Welcome in.
What's Furina doing here?
Hello, hello. Aloo, aloo.
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop. We now have everyone except you.
Rounding up the gang, the Avengers of the troop.
You think knowing the truth
Helping the lore, now I'm here. Aw, thanks, Hadden.
help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone.
Also, Eyes, hello, welcome in. Eyes, how we been? I've been seeing so many, I wouldn't say old folk because you aren't old, but like, you know, veteran viewers come back to the stream. Eyes, so great to see you. Especially now that, you know, dude, stay. I swear to God, I'm going to need to get a new road, you know, stand thing. Holy cow.
I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success.
That's why I wanted to wait until after the show.
Why I wanted to
Huh?
wait until after the
I
show.
get called old when I come back. All right, Chief. All right. Veteran viewers. Yeah. Veteran community members is all. Also, oh, Emulti. Hey, welcome in. Hello. I assume you guys were enjoying Stefan's lore stuff earlier. Because I was lurking in Stefan's stream while I was coming back. So I was meant to start earlier today, but I started at like 2 or 3 because I was trying to get a tux. I was trying to rent out a tux for this weekend because I have the LA mixer and concert, the Genshin stuff. So I was like, all right, you know, might as well be fancy schmancy. I'm gonna be meeting some, you know, Hoyo, you know, people. I'm gonna meet some very the upper echelon of content creators. So might as well go into it with a nice impression. So I was gonna rent out a tux for the mixer and the concert, which are on the same day. So you know, it's not like multiple days, so it works out, right? So I went to this place that's around like 40 minutes away from my place. So I had to drive 40 minutes away to go to this fancy schmancy, very well rated and, you know, highly rated tailoring place. Turns out they were closed. They were just closed up shop. I think it was like a COVID thing probably because like it just looked like the whole place was abandoned. So I drove out in a total of 80 minutes for nothing.
Unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Vimo.
Yeah,
I used to think
I'm a
that my love
trendsetter,
for
you are.
Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone.
True, Haddon, true.
But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything for the
sake of the show.
The Little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
Okay. For sure.
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one.
Damn, Vilmont. Shit.
As you all know already,
The troop was kept afloat not from the ticket sales, but donations from the audience.
but
There was nowhere near
we
enough.
took on side jobs.
Hey, any donations, chat? To keep the To keep this show alive, to keep this show alive. Hey, any donation? Hey, any donations? I'm Vermont. I need some donations.
So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship.
Whoa, we just have to provide the audience with their drinks during
performances.
Huh? Oh, for their performance. So, wait, they're a huge spot. Wait, what? So they were sponsoring you for a different show of the Autobot feature on Star Rail, so I could grind and watching at the same time. I know, Morgan. It's so convenient. Also, it wasn't as convenient when I was playing the Pokemon event, and I had to fucking grind it for the last 4 to 6 hours this weekend. It was super annoying, but I got a lot of gems out of it. So,
Seemed like a win-win. So I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director.
It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods that I realized.
The drink in question was synth.
No. Vilmont, you did not. No, he did not.
Isn't that the drink paddled by the culprit behind
Yeah. I remember it induces the state of euphoria, but it causes the significant harm to the body if you drink it in high doses. And even though the concentration is low, but if you drink enough, you're gonna just like melt away.
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was completely shocked as well.
I'm connecting the pieces. It's because Vilmont took the job and then he told the director and she had to deal with it. And that's how she got into the trouble. And that's how she was now related to the Serial's disappearance case because she was trying to meddle in it. Wow. Fucking Vilmont, man. He, okay.
She didn't reprimand me for making the decision. The
merchant was furious.
I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me.
She said that this was an issue for the whole troop and it wasn't my fault.
Things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't. Suddenly, the director told us all to leave the city one day.
I knew that things must have reached a boiling point. He knew at that point that they were getting out for that reason, that they were going to get, well, it's not really like a drive-by. I don't know. They were bringing Waterworld to them. I don't know what a good metaphor is.
This whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then.
Of course not, because you actually are the direct cause of her death. That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, I got Aurelie killed. There, I said it. Happy now?
Happier, yet also angry than I was before.
You traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us?
Because if he directly told you, then y'all would have been as well.
What do you mean?
Because she took the bullet for y'all.
This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her. How could you be so stupid?
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, he was pretty stupid.
Yeah, listen to him.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? This guy got Aurelie murdered. She was the love of my life. And he has the gall to try and high-road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show.
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly.
Vilmont, all I can say is I'm sorry. And wait. Did you say the love of your life? Wait, hold up a minute. wait. Pause, chap. Hold up a minute. You said the love of your life?
I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back in my life. So I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
All right, this guy.
Get out of my sight. Go, get lost.
That's enough. Can you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe?
True.
You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life.
Actually, you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent out your emotions.
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters.
To shield you all from the storms and the rage.
Storms that rage in the world outside. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already?
Yes.
Everything she did for you.
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured? But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you?
You care too much about Aurelie and the home she built.
What are you laughing at?
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again. If she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
Really? But you sounded like such a gentle person.
Of course she was.
Even the harshest lectures came from the place of kindness.
I'm truly sorry.
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
So,
The ending, what are we gonna do?
Everyone needs to take a step back. The end of the story needs to focus back on Aurelie herself.
She's the true star.
what do you mean?
The Traveler is right.
You once investigated that the underwater synth base and recovered the items belonging to the victims.
Find anything that Aurelie left behind? Perhaps we
Son of a gun, we gotta go back into the fucking place.
I trust that.
Alright, alright. Alright, we gotta go back. Huh? Oh, wait, they took the stuff? Back to the palace? Interesting. I thought we would have to go back into the guy's research lab. Okay, well, this is nicer.
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case?
But in that case, it's been closed for a while.
Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application.
Alright, thank you. Sedene.
So, this is all Aurelie left behind.
She just whatever she was carrying on her person. And the tattered old notebook.
Hey, it's full of script lines.
Let me take a look. Maybe.
To whomever discovers this
Looks
diary.
like she kept a detailed if we'd had the chance to examine this notebook
Whoa.
carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vacher's guilt.
What? The evidence was not evidenced? Excuse me? Are you fucking joking me? This entire time, the answer was in the notebook that we found? And we didn't have to go through the last arc of the act? And we just had to read the fucking notebook? The notebook says Vacher did it? It's right there. Huh? Excusez-moi? Wow, very good storytelling. That's some bullshit. That's crazy, bro. Wow, how convenient. How convenient that we didn't use this piece of evidence that we gathered for the case. That directly leads to Vacher instead of having to do the whole fucking ring around Rosie. Oh, Jesus.
Vacher took so many lives.
Okay, technically, at the time of going to Vacher's like thing, we basically already had him. We only needed like certain piece of evidence to about the girls, XYZ, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the matter of fact that this piece of evidence says, hey, He did it. Get him out of here. That's too convenient.
Wait.
That is way too convenient.
Her final words are... I'll let you read them for yourselves.
All right. Someone else was taken. That makes 6, or perhaps the 7th. Someone tried to escape yesterday, but was caught. She hadn't been seen since. Was that yesterday? Maybe not. I've long since lost track of time. Sorry, I don't know if writing this is of any use, or how much longer I can do this for. I can already see my fate approaching, but what terrifies me even more is the thought of seeing others from the troop here. Have I truly protected them? Sorry, I can't write anymore. I think I have a fever, and my old stomach troubles have returned, but nobody has given me any medicine. I suppose I'm more fortunate than crazy. The pain keeps her awake at night. It's so cold. As long as one persists, all things will pass. But it is I who am losing my grip. If anyone sees this, I hope the troop is safe. Something about them being important. Please send my farewell and apologize to them. Regret, Cleo. Who's Cleo? Cleopatra? Diary stops to be replaced with lyrics from musicals. Some are in the form of newspaper clippings. Others are handwritten with many crossing outs and changes. It is apparent that the pages have been referenced often, and this was the personal notebook of an artistic director, Aureli. Whoa.
So terrified.
Yeah, like she was being held captive, watching the other girls. Also, she was dying in her own right, too.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop, but at the end of the day, she was only human.
She died. Well, in honor of, protecting the troop, but not with dignity. She died a sickly, caged prisoner. Right?
I can't bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have
That's
been.
crazy.
Wait.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is that truly what you want? Because I am an older sister to them. I love them. Oh, so that you're gonna use this line in reference to the new story potentially, because I feel like I am their guardian. I am their bigger sister. Interesting. I think that's a really, really cute way to spin it.
If you become human,
Isn't that the most important line in the...
because I am an older sister to them.
Oh.
So she didn't regret her decision.
Even as she sat in silence, waiting for
I'm
death.
sure this is what she had their utmost trust, admiration, and love.
Right. Hello. It is Dark Evil Josh here. And you have found the secret code. Thank you for watching up to this point. Your resilience is commendable. And make sure you subscribe, huh? Make sure you subscribe down right there. Oh yeah, baby. Turn on notifications. Yeah. And this, in a sense, is the final time that she lives.
Take it easy.
I always, like, I forgot what movie it was or what, like, line of media it was. It was like, oh, you're only so alive as much as the memories of yourself within others. Or so, I forgot how the fucking line went. But like the premise is that, like, you can still be alive through people's, memories and people's thoughts of you, right? It's like, sometimes how you question, like, how popular Michael Jackson is? You know what I mean? And he's like, or like Kobe Bryant, like the basketball player, and he's like, but it feels like they're still alive because of the impact that they've had. It's crazy. I don't know. It's like a weird, like, conflicting thought for me. So, Salico, hey, welcome in. How's it going? It's like sometimes you feel like they're still alive
If that's the only way to
because of like the music, their impact, their, you know,
face of death.
what they've contributed, right?
Even in the last moments of her life,
She was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
She did her best to protect. We know what choice her.
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance. I won't ask for.
Really?
All right.
How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music,
You must fully commit and immerse yourself in the role, pouring all your emotion into your performance.
Aren't human emotions love, hate, regret, and hope?
Recently got a fill. So excited. Sorry, Salico, I don't know what that means. Got a fill? Got a F. Wait, sorry, got it. Might have to rewrite that. You got something though.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Furina. And thank you for.
Then let's not delay things any longer.
We need to discuss the details of the ending and got nailed down once and for all.
Before that, I'd like to make a proposal.
Yes.
huh? But then,
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. Besides, a role commemorating her life should
be associated with her name.
If you're
All right, I'll leave you to
Fine-tune the musical. Procure the
in
stage.
that place. Oh, don't be silly.
By which, of course, I mean the opera epiclese.
Wait,
No.
What are you afraid of?
No.
That's not what I meant.
To your grand finale, right?
Go big or go home, that's right. An affiliate? I see. Oh.
I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
They're just like, oh, shit.
Well, then don't disappoint me.
All right.
If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too.
That is true.
Come on, we'll need to get the go-ahead from Nervilette.
I know just where to find him. Let's go find the otter man, the otter man, the otter man. Let's go find the otter man.
Hey! I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break.
Short break, it's been a while, Miss Furina.
And you too, traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
This guy's the real god.
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event.
All right. Nivelet, sorry, we're booked till 2 months out, sorry.
The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult. The story
All right.
of the Little Oceanid is most fascinating.
I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage.
That I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes. And this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
Ah, that's cute.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases.
All while knowing very little about the human story behind each and every one.
It's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom. But I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
truly delighted to see you find it now that you've regained some confidence. Have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the Little Oceanid
Turns out to be a great success, it'll no doubt become a classic.
Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire.
Interesting.
The experiences and decisions of the protagonist, Cleo, are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes
Yeah. This makes you suited to play the leading role.
It would truly be a shame if you...
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions. Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational
Hi,
stories
Nyx. Hello,
either on or
hello.
off the stage.
Sending hugs? Thank you, thank you. And hopefully your stream yesterday went well too.
This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has
It's already been well worth the price of admission.
I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past.
Pass in such a magnificent manner.
Well, I'm glad to know that you have found a role
Oh.
to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales.
Thanks, Nervalette.
You are very welcome.
All right. It's time. Oh, we're actually... God damn it, we're doing rehearsals. Let's just get on with the show.
Let's go.
Overcooked Steak, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Yippee! All right. Azazel, welcome in as well. How's it going? We are just wrapping up on the Furina story quest here.
Good news, everyone. It's done. The Opera Epiclese is booked.
Please don't tell me there's one more thing.
Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Neuvillette was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had
Okay.
to fight every step of the way for this opportunity. A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a
Passionate and dedicated cast.
Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
Alrighty.
The sooner we can feel, Molly and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few.
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Alrighty.
Look at us. We've come so far.
It's amazing.
And guess what's gonna happen to one particular main
We really
protagonists?
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
That's very cute, very cute. Alright, very cute, very cute. Grrr.
Cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
Damn, I like that mustache. Look, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. You know, give it to the rest of November. I'm gonna take it off for the weekend. No Shave November ends a little bit early.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change
Our ways.
Would be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Leave
Oh.
this place, oh little Oceanid, and never, ever look back.
Oh. Here we go, here we go.
Everyone's really throwing themselves in. If only.
If only.
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage.
Why does it have to be now?
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What?
Oh
I thought
no.
they'd cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
She's right at the
Keep
doorstep.
yourself. And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health,
I'm sorry.
you...
This is a conversation for another time. How can the show go on? Oh, I wonder.
Miss Furina?
Say no more. if you're sick, Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh,
All right, so Loic can be.
although
Loic can obviously be the Oceanid, of course. Of course, big fat Baymax Oceanid.
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. From the sublime to
Of course, of course.
Thank you, Miss Furina.
Never mind. What's done is done. No one likes regrets. Myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but
Please allow me to ask just one more question.
after all, what, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart. Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure.
She never once stopped believing in the beauty of the world.
Well said. I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
All right, here we go. Yay! Cutscene? Fun cutscene, please. Wait, she's not even gonna dress up like the part? She's just gonna go out like herself? Best non-Archon. Very true. Not a god, by the way. Not a god. Not anymore. That wasn't the voice actor who was singing that, right? Oh, she gets a vision. Oh, what? That was a singer.
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Furina on the stage just now?
Whoa! No way!
She hasn't been seen for a while now. Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
All right.
That's not her name. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I managed to make.
Oh, wow.
Bro, I love the TTS. Thank you for the resubby. Thank you, Sapphire.
Still, I have to admit that it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Aww.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Furina.
Yay.
That's not what we agreed on.
Gotcha, bitch.
So it was Furina after all. She's back.
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
It's okay, you can be a little soon about it.
Mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times.
Vision casting, so basically Nuvlet and Proud Dad gave her water powers. Oh, okay, got you. Oh, I see, Morgan. Oh, interesting.
I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis.
So now she actually has her vision. She can actually wield water now.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack. Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Wow.
Oh, that. I've got no idea what happened there either.
That's
But
very
It
interesting.
worked pretty well, didn't it?
It's not like the other two original visions, correct? Or is this the actual original design? Because it seems like it's a mix of the two designs.
audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yes.
All right, all
If
right.
nothing else, we can.
It's not like the other Fontaine visions. Okay, great. It's a mix of both. Okay, great. That's what I figured. Because I looked at it, I was like, one half is one, and then the other half is different. It's Osea and Numa together with the added fangs. I see. So it's Osea and... Okay. So just as a clear understanding, the difference between the two different visions wasn't necessarily a difference in class or anything, but it's just to represent your arc alignment, correct? So it's nothing like crazy like, oh, there's like a class system or anything. It's just like Osea Numa. Okay, cool. Understand. All right, great. Because I personally never like gave a thought past, you know, that. Yeah. Notice the 4 small claws in the center. No other vision has that. Right, Texar. Yeah. So it's her own unique vision. That's cool.
Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication. From experience, though, I'd say she still needs a few more days of rest.
How did the performance go?
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic!
That's one. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end.
No, don't even though.
Imagine if it was her
Final scene,
and she got the vision instead. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
I've had bad luck ever since I was born.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we?
Oh, don't you start. I don't have the energy to argue with you right now.
All right.
You mean we never stop arguing with each other?
Yeah, out of deep appreciation. Wink, wink. These two are just as bad as the two in the Fortress of Meripede.
Any plans for the next step? After the brilliant performance you put on,
The reputation of the troupe is surely to spread through Fontaine.
you could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the little Oceanid to the bigger theater troops out there.
To do wonders for your financial situation.
No, we should still disband.
Ah.
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space. But maybe our paths will cross again one day.
All right. Bye, Vilmont.
Hey, don't just walk off!
Hey, he's trying to be cool. He's trying to be like that cool character that's just like,
want to keep
hey,
performing, so I
peace.
might join another troupe. After watching Miss Furina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
And I'm starting to understand my infatuation with Furina. I mean, wrong one. That one. Whoa.
Do it. It suits you.
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. What about you, Miss Furina?
Frankly, I think you rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. Maybe Nervilette was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. Yeah. There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth. But from now on, I want to watch them blossom and wither. I'm sure this is what captivated director O'Reilly as well.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling. The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
Next time, I'll invite you to join me.
If a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
Wow. Is that it? Wow, that's so cute. Oh, wow. I love it. I love it. Let's talk to Furina before we end here.
It's ironic to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power. And now that the gods have given me their blessing, it actually feels more like I'm finally able to take my fate in my own hands.
Right.
Is that how humans...
Oh, thank you so much, you two, for joining me on this very, very fun journey of the Furina story quest. Let me know what you guys thought of Furina and their story progression in the comments down below. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, do all that jazz, turn on the bell for notifications, and we'll see you in the next video. Maybe click on one of these videos to join us in our next little adventure. See you guys in the next one.
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Well, now that we've finished your story quest, there's nothing else to do. All right? Now shut up. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.